Hello everyone, I am back with my ongoing review of Assassin's Creed Shadows. Review in progress. In the title this is going to say Session 8. In reality, it's more like Session 10 or 11. Because the last time I put up a video for this was March 30th. And I've been kind of quiet on it ever since. And it's not that I haven't been playing the game. I have been. I've been playing it pretty much every day except for the days where I hang out with my girlfriend. But not a lot's really happened. Not really a lot to talk about. So this one I do have some things to talk about. The first being, I finally bit the bullet and decided to take to the internet to try and find out what was going on with the glitch I kept getting, where, I couldn't change my equipment, I couldn't, switch between my primary and secondary weapon, I couldn't even use Nawe's tools certain times, and, thankfully, there was a lot more helpful people, and that, one solution that I came across is somebody on Reddit. I don't have their username in front of me, but they suggested that the Tonto was bugged. Like, something is broken in the Tonto, and it is causing this glitch. I've been using the Tonto pretty much the whole game, so it makes sense that I've been having it this whole game, if that were the case. Now, before I get to my experience with this, I do want to point out that a friend of mine, who is also playing the game, granted he's playing it much slower than I am, I'm at 40-some-odd hours, he just recently hit double digits. But he has a lot more going on in his life than I do, so it's fine. He has not had this problem, and he is using the Tonto. So, I don't know if... I don't know what's, singles him out as the special one that isn't getting this glitch. It's a known glitch. There's a whole freaking subreddit about it, for God's sake. And there were several people on there that were talking about it. So, my experience, I switched over to the little scythe chain thing. I don't know what it's called. And I played with it for a couple of sessions, and I didn't get the glitch. But being, that's not exactly a scientific method, this session, I switched back to the Tonto. And within a couple of minutes, the glitch showed up. And I'm like, this seems a little suspicious. So I reset the game, and, I closed it out, restarted it, was able to switch my weapons, went back to the little scythe thing, and sure enough, rest of my session, so for a few hours, no glitch. So for the moment, I'm going with the idea that the Tonto is bugged. Like, something is wrong in the coding of the Tonto that's not jiving with the rest of the game, and that's what's causing my issue. So there's that. That's solved, at least for me. Hopefully, Ubisoft gets around to figuring out what that is and fixing it, because the Tonto is a fun little weapon, but, if it breaks kind of a serious component of the game, then, not really worth using at that point. Anyway. So, a lot of this session was just, raiding castles and getting the knowledge points up so I could get to rank 6. Finish getting the rest of my skills. Which I did. I did hit a few castles. I got to rank 6. And I did a handful of side missions. I finally noticed that this is something that I'm laughing about. So, once you hit rank 6 in the knowledge, your knowledge rank, it tells you that it's 30 points to rank 7. And I'm just like, well, I'm already able to get all the skills. What the hell's rank 7 for? So I went and Googled it. Turns out there's a whole other fucking skill menu that I just never noticed. 40-something hours in, never found it. You gotta click the little icon that the icon above your rank. Click it, and there's like some passive skills that you can just dump points in to boost some of your stats. And I'm just like, what the fuck? How did I never notice this? So I just thought it was a neat little icon over on the side. Nope. It hides a whole other ass menu. So there's that. So with this game, I'm like I said, I'm about 40-some hours in. I'm starting to I'm still having fun with the game. I still really like the game. I'm gonna sit here and say it's worth playing. But I'm starting to hit that point where it's like, okay, I put a lot of time into this. I'm ready to be done. And I get that way with quite a few things. It's like, I've been on this a long time. Let's, time to move on. Time to do something else. That's why, well, somebody's being rude. Don't know if you heard that horn honking, but someone's being rude. That's why, even though I've been working on the same save file in Stardew Valley, and I've got over 100 hours in it, and it's 100 hours spread over the last, 7-8 years. So, I get in moods where it's like, I want to play this game a whole crap ton, and then other times where it's like, I don't touch it for, months. And then I'll eventually get back to it. I actually do need to check out the 1.6 update, but that's not what you're here to talk about. So I feel like my sessions from here on out are just gonna be, just going through missions, not worrying about side stuff. Of course, it's hard to tell what missions are side content and what aren't. Some things that I figured should have been, story stuff, they didn't really amount to a heck of a lot. So, yeah, I get the feeling a few more good sessions, maybe 3-4 more good sessions, and I'll be at the end of the game, and I can give my thoughts on it, my full thoughts on it then. And again, this isn't a fault of the game, this is just me. This is just how I am. For example, just a non-gaming related example, I've been sorting my girlfriend's Pokemon cards. I've been doing this for months, because I'll get in these bursts where I'll, sit and do it for several hours a week, and then I just stop and don't touch it again for literally months. So yeah, that's a me problem, that's not a game problem. I'm not going to give full judgment on the story right now, but I'm definitely feeling like, you know what, no, I'm going to hold judgment on story until I actually finish the game. So I'm not going to talk about that. Trying to think. I think that's all I wanted to talk about. No, so I'll hold it for the next video that goes up. Anyways, I'll see y'all later, maybe tomorrow. And, have a good one, y'all. May the Lord God bless you all, and if that's not your thing, have a great day.